Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Welcome to the IELTS Speaking Test Part 3 with the examiner Fayza Rahmania and the candidate is Allena Refi Rahmawati. In this session, I would like to ask you some questions and the topic is about education. The first question, how are education priorities today different from those in the past?
Thank you for inviting me. I would like to answer the question. In my opinion, education priorities today different from those in the past. It is because the curriculum was adapted with the what people or industry necessities now. Because of that, education today is not only focused on the student comprehension, but also how students able to implement their knowledge or giving contribution to the environment.
Okay, thank you. The second question, what is your opinion on the way languages are taught in schools?
So based on my experience in the school, teachers, especially for English learning, teachers always teach about grammar like tenses and to be, and there is just a view of speaking practice like storytelling practice, introduction, and singing, and also, uh, and also we often do assignment in the English book that is like questions about the material, and we have to answer based on our based on our comprehension.
So, how can the type of school you go to affect career success?
Honestly, type of school do not affect to career success, but it will affect to your learning process. So in my opinion, there are three factors of learning process. The first is about the facility factor. So there is a school that do not there is a school doesn't complete with the facility to support your learning process. And then the second one is the teachers. Teaching skill of the teachers also will affect to your understanding in the class. And then the third is about learning environment. So if you if you surrounded if you surrounded with the motivated people, you will have a huge motivation to learning in the school. So I think these three factors are really important to your learning process.
What change do you think will happen in the classroom in the near future?
I think in the future, learning process is not only stuck in the classroom. Probably hybrid learning will be more exist than now. And then because through hybrid learning, we can learn in everywhere and every time. We do not depending on the time and place, and also there will many sources and system to learning. As we can see now, even we can search anything in the internet. So I think 5 years later, we can access anything in the internet. We can learn easier than now. I think that's all from me. Good morning. Welcome to the IELTS speaking test, part 3 with the examiner, me, Allena Refi Rahmawati, and then the candidate is Fayza Rahmania. Today, I would like to ask some question to you about the topic is life experience. So let we start with the first question. Do you agree that we learn best from our mistakes?
I do agree with that statement. Mistakes make us learn many things, and the impact of the mistake that we've made directly gives a deterrent impact on us, so that there will be a desire in us to make the better in the future, to fix it. And I also think that we learn best from our mistake only if we have the awareness and commitment afterwards not to make the same mistake.
What is the best way to gain experience in life?
Well, I think the best way to gain experience in life is to not limit ourselves within the scope of our comfort zone, because there are many experiences that we gain from trying new things that we have never tried before, and we have to just go try it and don't be afraid to make mistakes, regardless whether the result is bad or not or good. The experience will be a guide for us to to create something more good in the future.
Can we gain life experience from books and movies?
Well, I think we cannot gain life experience only from books or movies, because what we get from books and movies are only life lessons, and experience is gained from real life situations. So if one character in a book or films experience something in certain situations, it doesn't mean that we will experience that thing in the same way. So we cannot assume it as our life experience.
Yeah. Which is more important, experience or potential?
When I say it, experience is more important than potential. Someone who has potential without experience is useless. Having experience means that we have challenged ourselves to do something that make us feel confident and used to doing difficult things. And experience helps someone to keep growing. In the other side, potential is often not explored properly without any action or experience.
Last question is, what experience do you wish you'd gained?
Actually, I could have gone to junior high school boarding school, but I went to public junior high school instead. So I think the best experience that I would like to have is to have the experience go to boarding school, because if I went to boarding school, maybe I already able to speak English and Arabic fluently. I can get lessons from that to be more careful when I want to make a decisions.